Level 1. The Scout. You're sitting on a metal bench outside a nightclub in Moscow. You're 16. You have a Nokia phone, a pack of cigarettes, and one job. Watch the road. If you see patrol cars, you text blue. If you see unmarked vans, you text red. That's a raid. You make $50 a night, cash. The men inside don't talk to you. You're nothing, but you're learning. You see how it works. The police walk by every hour. They nod at you. They're part of the system too. One night, you're texting a girl. You look up. 2 vans with tinted windows head toward the back of the club. You freeze. You forgot to send the warning. 30 seconds later, your phone explodes. "Where were you? You blind?" A man appears next to you. He doesn't yell. He lights a cigarette. He looks at you. "Next time, you disappear." You don't forget again. Level 2. The Soldier. You're 19. A man pulls you aside outside the club. "You know how to fight?" "Of course you do." "Good." He hands you a metal pipe. A restaurant owner hasn't paid protection. That night, you go with 3 others. You flip the tables. You smash the windows. The owner runs. Your guy grabs him. You hit him in the stomach. He drops. You leave. The owner pays the next day. You're a soldier now, a boyevik. You make $2,000 a month. You carry a knife, sometimes a pistol. When a rival crew tries to take your territory, your boss calls you. He tells you to handle it. You wait outside their apartment. Your heart is pounding. Your hands are shaking. Your gun feels heavy. You've held it 100 times, but you've never fired it at a person. You see the gang member coming home, alone. He's on his phone. He doesn't see you. You step out of the shadows. He looks up. He reaches for his waistband. You're faster though. 3 shots. He drops. The street is silent. You walk away. Not too fast. You turn the corner. You burn your clothes. You wash your hands. Over and over and over again. You don't sleep for 3 days. Every time you close your eyes, you see his face. The moment he realized. The moment he knew. Level 3. The Brigadier. You're 24. Half your friends are dead. The other half are in prison. You run your own brigade. You control 3 neighborhoods. You're making a name for yourself. But the police have your photo. Rival crews want you dead. Every time you start your car, you have to check underneath for bombs. Every week, you collect envelopes. Cafe pays $500. Car wash pays $1,000. Nightclub pays $5,000. You make $10,000 a month. But every week, you hand your boss half. If the number drops, you better have a reason. If one of your soldiers is skimming, you call him to the river. You do what you have to do. He doesn't come back. A rival gang kills one of your soldiers outside a bar. Multiple shots, leaves him in the street. You have to respond. If you don't, you look weak. You call 4 of your best. You give them rifles. You give them the address. A Tambov nightclub. You wait in your apartment. You drink some vodka. You watch the clock. 11:47, they arrive. 11:48, they walk in. 11:49, the shooting starts. Gunfire, glass breaking, then silence. 11:51, they're back in the car. The next day, on the morning news, 12 reported dead. 5 Tambov, 7 civilians. The city is outraged. The police form a task force. You lay low for a month. You don't leave your apartment. You sleep with your gun. But the territory stays yours. Level 4, the Authority. You're 29. You've been to prison twice. You sat in the cells. You never spoke to investigators. You never talked. That's the code. When you got out, they threw you a party. Now you're a leader. You control an entire district. 4 brigadiers report to you, maybe 30 soldiers. You watch over millions. You also own legitimate businesses. Construction, nightclubs, all money laundering fronts. You meet with other authorities in private rooms. You negotiate territory. Airports, seaports, government contracts. You settle it over cognac. You're making $50,000 a month. Your house has armed guards, and you have 4 bodyguards. Last month, an authority was taken out. The week before, a brigadier was killed in his own home. You change your routine constantly, sleep in different locations, wake at 3 a.m., sweating. Every noise is a threat. You trust no one completely. Level 5, the Vor. You're 35. You've been in the criminal world for 19 years. You've killed 9 people. You've been shot twice. You've spent 12 years in prison, and you never talked. You're ready. There's a crowning ceremony for you in a prison in Siberia. You fly there. They bring you into a cleared cell block. The hallway is silent. 60 prisoners line the walls. Nobody speaks. You enter the room. 3 of the made men are already waiting. Legends all. One is 70 years old. He's been Vor for over 40 years. His body is covered in tattoos, stars on his shoulders, church cupolas on his back. His eyes are gray and cold. You kneel on the concrete. The room smells like cigarettes and sweat. They ask you questions. Do you reject the state? Will you live by the code until death? You answer yes to all of them. The old one leans forward, his face inches from yours. You smell tobacco on his breath. You never talk. You never break. You die, Vor. Silence. 5 seconds, then 10. They nod. You are crowned. You are Vor v Zakone now. Thief in law. One of 500. Your command is absolute. Other criminals bow to you. To kill a Vor without permission is a death sentence. You don't run operations anymore. You mediate conflicts between organizations. Your word is final. You contribute $200,000 a year to the Obshuk, the communal fund. You get the tattoos, the sacred ones. These marks are your biography. Any criminal who sees you will know exactly who you are. Level 6, the Pakan, Supreme Boss. One of a handful in all of Russia. You control 5,000 members, cells in 15 countries. You generate hundreds of millions a year. Politicians on payroll, governors, ministers, generals. But nobody knows your face. You live in a compound, 20-foot-tall walls, armed guards. You communicate through layers of intermediaries. Your power is unquestionable. You decide who stays and who's removed. You negotiate with Colombians for cocaine, Italians for other narcotics. You're making $5 million a year, but you can't enjoy it. Interpol wants you. The FBI wants you. The federal police watches. You can't travel, can't go to restaurants. Your wife left a decade ago. She took the kids. They live in London now, under a different name. She tells people you're dead. Your daughter got married last year. You saw the photos online. You were not invited. You sleep 4 hours a night. You wake at 3 a.m., checking cameras. Nightmares about raids. A loaded weapon on your nightstand. You're 55. You look 70. Ulcers, high blood pressure. There is no slowing down. Only forward or death. Kings can't retire. Level 7, the prisoner. They got you. Federal raid at 5 a.m. 50 agents. Helicopters. You're sent to Black Dolphin. Maximum security prison. 23 hours a day in a cell the size of a bathroom. But you're still Vor. 40 of your members are inside. They were waiting for you. As you walk to your cell, they stand and bow. You run this prison. The warden knows it. You decide who gets beaten, who gets protection, who dies. You're still running operations outside, too. Your new wife visits. She's your courier, brings messages, takes them out. Through smuggled phones, through lawyers, orders still go out. A rival tries to take your territory. You make a single call. 3 days later, 5 of them aren't around anymore. You'll die here. Life without parole. You had millions. You had an empire. Now you have 4 walls and the rest of your life to think about the people you killed to get here. But when you die, thousands will attend your funeral. They'll carry your casket through Moscow. They'll remember you as the Vor who never broke. Level 8, the succession. You're locked away for life. It's over. But the Bratva doesn't die with you. Your nephew takes over, or your lieutenant, or some hungry Vor from Petersburg. Someone always steps up. The money keeps moving. The bodies keep piling up. The territories stay controlled. You were the king. Now you're a legend. A cautionary tale. A ghost story that older criminals tell younger ones in prison yards. This is what happens when you get too ambitious. When you think you're untouchable. But there's always another kid in Moscow, sitting on a metal bench outside a nightclub at 2 a.m., freezing, watching the road, waiting for his chance. This is the Russian Mafia, the Bratva. Not a gang, a system. A billion-dollar empire built on blood and silence. And it's still running.